One of the things I really like about Final Fantasy XIV is the fact that when you log out of an inn, it actually shows you the video of you waking up. Like, good morning. You know what I mean? I love it. Who? Always say hello to your FC. So I actually ran out of glamour prisms. But something I didn't show on the stream last night is I put all of my glamour stuff that I got in my dresser. But I need to buy more glamour prisms. Which actually, I don't have to do because I can make them. But I don't think I can make them to level 15. Hold on. If you didn't know, it's in the special recipes. Those are beast tribes. So yeah, I don't have them yet. It's just an other. But I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What? 12. Why is that so hard? That's cute. It's adorable. Okay, so we hit level 19, so we're going for the children. So we're going to continue on to... we're not going to use the teleport token. So if you saw that come up, that's from the mail I got yesterday. I don't need to use the free tokens because it was only 149. Maybe from teleporting from Limsa to Ul'dah. Maybe then, but not now. We're almost level 20. And we're almost on the level 20 quests, but not quite. Sister Orson was attacked outside the Golden Bazaar. Gods, forfend. I will secure a room at the inn for her should she require any rest. Searching for the mementos of orphans and risking her own well-being in the doing, no less. Certainly not the dastardly deeds Thancred would have us believe. Thancred's not usually wrong, unfortunately. Isambard seems to have a message for you from Thancred. I am well glad I reserved that inn room for Sister Orson. It seems she received greater injuries from her attackers than she initially let on. Thankfully, she is expected to make a full recovery. But now, on to the matter at hand. Thancred came looking for you once more. He left word that he will be waiting at the Amaji encampment to the southeast. I pray the two of you are able to uncover some evidence regarding these disappearances. So, show me. That is one of the prettier outfits. I like that. Ah, it's the Dreadwind. I can actually craft that on my main character. It's a master recipe. In weaving, which we don't have yet. But we'll get there and I'll show you guys how to get all the master weaving and everything. But we're not there yet. I'm hoping to get everything to level 20 before I start making my first video, so we've got a while yet. I keep heading to the missing merchant, and I should be heading down here. It's the second or third time I've needed to head in the opposite direction. My luck. Seems we're having another good stream day, knock on wood. For good luck, so that you don't jinx yourself. My eye has been bothering me today. I'm not sure why. It's like a sinus problem. Actually, my sinus doctor sent me a notice. They were like, it's time for you to come in and get a recheck. I have a lot of problems with my sinuses. Blocked sinuses and sinuses that won't drain and sinus headaches. I have a lot of sinus problems. But it's really bothering me today. Usually it's alright, but it's bothering me a lot today. If it would just like not hurt in the face, that'd be great. But it does. Anyway. Hello, Thancred. Ah, there you are, Chrissy. So good of you to come. Indeed, I've heard all about Sister Orson. Isambard said her wounds were serious. It would seem my suspicion about the poor Rose was misplaced. But false though they were, perhaps my suspicions were not entirely without merit. Whilst following Sister Orson near the Golden Bazaar, a band of Amaji caught my eye. I tracked them as far as this encampment, but, well, let us say that I would much prefer to get my distance and remain here. This, of course, brings me to why I requested you, dear Chrissy. Would you be so kind as to take a look inside? Oh, so you don't want to do it, so you've called me here to do it. That's Thancred for you. Alright. So we're probably going to have to fight our way in. Especially to this area. And they're all level 18, so we're going to be careful. Oh, I need to eat food. That'll work. No. There we go. Lagged a little bit there. We're gonna run out of mana though. There we go. So we're doing pretty good. So far, we gotta get to that back there. I don't need to cast as many Blizzards as I am. I really shouldn't be for the rotation. You just cast Blizzard until you've made it to full mana, which is like 2. Later on it's more, but... And it depends on what Blizzard you're casting. Like Blizzard 4 has no effect, and Blizzard 3 does. It's a pretty complicated rotation. I'm not the hugest fan of Black Mage. Because I don't know how to do it yet. I'm only level 62. Sorry for coughing. I didn't mean to cough in your ear. Oh god, they've all respawned already. That's craziness. We literally just killed them. See, we cast 2 and then we're full mana. We don't need to cast... Oh, no, it's 3. Oops. I was about to say, see? That's how you do it, but then I did it wrong, so dirt. Oh my god. Yeah, they respawned like immediately. I have no idea what that was about. Also, I had a problem with character, finding my character. I clicked on my character, it was like unable to find character profile. I was like, what? What happened to my little Lalafell? I no idea what was wrong with there. Let me sneak by this guy. Wide berth, and let's see. Yeah, looks like we can. Good, good. Well, did anything tickle your fancy? Yeah, I found some papers here, Thancred. Okay. This leaflet, see the wealth of Nald to the hands of your children. It looks to be some sort of assembly to provide the poor with work. The lettering, though, atrocious, is it not? And these bits about Nald Thal seem somewhat less than studied. I find it hard to believe one among the Order penned this. Pray, take this to the inn at Camp Drybone. Let us see what Sister Orison makes of it. Okay. We could just teleport back, but I don't want to waste the gil. I have only 42,000 gil. In Final Fantasy, that's actually not a lot. Things are worth a lot more. Hundreds of thousands, usually. I got a really good deal. I bought a Red Mage arm today, a weapon, for 10,000, and it was high quality. It was level 62, exactly the level I needed. I got really lucky. Ow. That sounded like it was painful. Where are we taking this? To this room? Just walk into any old inn room. Like, lolly-ho. There you are. My savior comes again. To what do I owe the honor this day? Here, look at this. What is this? Blasphemous. These are not our teachings at all. This was not made by any true brother or sister of the Order. Of that, I can assure you. Come to think of it, weeks ago, the church was plagued by missing garments. Could someone be posing as a priest of the Order and deceiving the people? Yeah, that's where we were going with that. plot thickens! Chrissy, our culprit, pretends to be a priest to lend credence to his deception. There is no doubt an irony in there. There is no doubt an irony in there somewhere. But I suspect we have a worthy adversary on our hands. I shall consider how best to handle this. For now, tell Isambard what we have learned here. Okay. As you wish it. Posing as a priest, to think. These troubling notions aside, it is gratifying to finally be able to move this investigation forward. Thank you once again, Chrissy. I shall keep my eyes and ears open, now more than ever. Okay. You've got something? Isambard wants to help you identify and apprehend the false priest. Yeah. Level 19 still. Wonder how many level 19 quests are. I should keep the page open. I'm afraid I have not seen any unusual activity, nor have any at this camp given me cause to doubt them. But unless we can identify the culprit, and soon, more innocents will fall victim. Tancred, you kind of lagged in there. Do not despair just yet, my friend. An idea occurs to me. Our suspect has been posing as a priest, using leaflets bearing false promises to lure the poor. Let Chrissy and me serve like with like. Oh, okay. By posing as impoverished souls in need of succor. Ah, I dare to hope that this will yield us the answers we seek. It will be a dangerous undertaking, but you two are more than capable of looking after yourselves. Are you sure? I'm next to useless in a battle, but I can supply the garments for the disguise. These old tunics and slops should serve your needs, so long as you don't mind the smell of the stains. These will serve very well, you have my thanks. Listen, Chrissy, so as to lay the foundation for our little ploy, we must make it widely known that more vagrants have arrived at camp and are desperate for coin. To this end, I want you to don the own garments Isambard has lent us and beg for work around the camp. Before long, the false priest should catch wind and approach us. Nod. Ooh, Lalafell, so cute. Okay. So we need to wear the custom-made tunic. Weathered. Do I have it in my weathered shepherd's tunic? There it is. And a pair of weathered shepherd's slops. Okay. So we got those on, and now we talk to people. Hello. Greetings, good madam. Is there aught I might assist you with? Oh, I don't believe there is. I'm afraid our wares are very expensive. Mayhap you should rejoin your fellows out at the pond north of Sandgate. This is a weird quest. They should know who I am. I've been in this camp for a while, right? And you are? Another refugee by the looks of you. The immoral flames have neither work nor coin for your like. Begone and see to it you don't make a nuisance of yourself. Okay. People are mean to refugees here. And I was about to get to the good part. Looking for work, you say? Sorry, but we don't have any openings. Now get out of here so I can finish my story. Everybody's had just about enough, I'd say. I preach the teachings of Azama, the ward. Hast thou come to partake of the honey of her wisdom? Azama is the keeper of the sun and goddess of inquiry. All is laid bare beneath the light of her divine countenance. Open thy heart to this light, needy child, and thou shalt want for naught till the end of days. Are you the weird priest guy? Oh, he's up top of the building, I saw him. I gotta go around. Yeah, like that. I got a lot of breasted XP last night, which should be good for leveling up the next class. What is it? God's not again. Look, being poor doesn't give you the right to press their rooms wherever you like. Why don't you keep with your own kind out by that muddy pond of yours at Drybone? Goodness. People are so rude. Re-equip my set. You have quite a knack for being a nuisance, Chrissy. Yeah, I know. The camp is abuzz with talk of newly arrived vagrants. And though we were unable to attract our wayward transgressor, we were able to learn that the poor have a commune by the pond north of Sandgate, to the east of here. The eyes of the authorities do not reach that place, rather ideal for sparing away hapless souls. Let us go there and wait for the kindly priest to come and offer us aid and comfort. Needless to say, you'll need to remain in disguise. Aw, I just changed. Tancred, why? I would like to get a jump on them, right? That's probably what he's thinking. Tancred, why? Plus, if anybody attacks me while I'm in disguise, quote unquote, I am very gear dependent. I'm a black mage. It's not like I get to hit him with my stick. Jumping. Hi, Tancred. Oh, you're in disguise too. Lovely. A fine evening for catching false priests, wouldn't you say? I don't really know if there is a fine evening for that. Cutscene? You look absolutely smashing, Chrissy. Positively dressed for deception. All that's left then is to wait for our quarry to appear. Oh, hello. Oh, you poor unfortunate souls. This is no way for men to live. No way at all. Who are you? What do you want? Beatty's child, for I mean you no harm. I am the priest of the Order of Naldthal, and I come to offer you succor. This leaflet bears the teachings of Nald. Trust to them, and they will surely set you free for the shackles of penury? That's a new word. A tempting offer, but I'm afraid I must decline. On account of this atrocious performance, you would have made a god's awful murmur, Ungus. What? How did you know? You bastards! You didn't. Please don't hurt me. I was only doing it to protect my people. Is that so? Do continue. Very well. I'm a man of the Golden Bazaar, raised there, if not born. Some moons ago, the Amaji raids began. They would appear sudden as a sandstorm and plunder and pillage at will. Our defenders couldn't stand against them, few as they were. Everyone lived in fear. I wanted to save my people, but being a merchant was all I knew, and so I did the only thing a merchant could. I approached the Amaji in hopes of brokering a deal. In return for sparing the Golden Bazaar, they made demands, outrageous ones. Demands? Of what kind, pray tell? First of all, they wanted the schedule for crystal shipments from the Nanwa mines. For this, I bribed one of the workers to leak me the information. Next, they wanted me to bring them people, so I posed as a priest to lure in the vulnerable and give them over to the Amaji. I didn't have a choice. Protecting one's home is a noble thing, but at the cost of innocence, you could have sought the aid of the immortal flames. Yet you did not. I suspect you are not telling me the full story. What would you sell out your own people? Speak. Why? The money was good. What did you say? The coin was good, I said. I could sell mole meat for a score of lifetimes and not see even a fraction of what the Amachi pay me. You sacrificed innocence so that you could line your own pockets. Words fail to express the contempt I feel for you. Spare me your contempt. If you want to blame someone for the mess the world's in, then blame yourselves or the gods. Yeah, you're not going anywhere. Wah! Not you again. Were you the one leaking the immortal flames control routes to the enemy as well? Spit it out. No, I know nothing about that, I swear. At this stage, I'm rather disinclined to believe aught that leaves your mouth, but no matter, there'll be time enough to learn the truth. And he falls to the ground, as he should. Chrissy, be a dear and take word of these developments to Minfilia, would you? Uh-huh. I shall prize everything I can out of this filth. The abductees are still somewhere out there. Our foremost priority is to rescue them. Are they still out there? You think they're not dead? Now I can put my clothes back on. Waking Sands, so we're gonna have to teleport to Horizon. 200, again, not so bad. My tea's kind of sweet today. Nope, this way. This is really annoying. I think you have to walk this way until Heavensward, but there's no teleport spot in the near the Waking Sands. You have to walk from Horizon every single time. It's very annoying. I think you have to deal with that until level 50. Which, if you're leveling one class, you'll get to level 50 before. As you can see, I'm leveling with my other character, and my Conjurer has been level 20 for a while now. So, you'll get to level 50 long before you get to the level 50 quests. Just remember, the quests are up here, the level. So I'm on level 19 quests, and I'm level 19. Once I hit level 20 main story quests, I won't be able to, for the other two, or for whatever remains, to use the main story quest to level them up, so. Because the goal is level 20, so. For right now, at least. It'll go up, and then I'll probably be able to use the roundabout again, but the Conjurer always goes first. And then, of course, when the classes are unlocked, I'll have to level them up as well. These classes aren't available until you hit Heavensward. These three. So I'll have to level up 20 levels at least. From them alone, from 30 to 50. Of course, I'm not sure if they'll unlock at 50. I don't know if it'll be like level 50 or higher. Oh! I'm learning. It's only the first time. It's been almost 30 minutes. Hey, Minfilia. Welcome back, Chrissy. I'm pleased that you and Thancred have been getting along. I see. You have done well to uncover the truth. My thanks for the report. As Thancred said, we must ascertain where the abducted were taken, and none but the Amaji know the answer. Suffices to say, they will not willingly part with this information. I fear blood will be spilled before all is said and done. Alright, looks like this is still a level 19 quest. Minfilia would like you to meet a distinguished individual. Though we seek a peaceful solution to the primal problem, we must needs be ready to fight for our cause. That you might take the field suitably prepared, I would have you meet with a goblin acquaintance of mine. His name is Mutamix? Bubblypots, oh god. And he's a scholar of no small repute. Mutamix is renowned for having introduced a revolutionary method of enhancing equipment to Eorzea. The knowledge of this method was once a closely guarded secret, but thanks to Mutamix and his students, it has now been disseminated, to the great benefit of all the realm. It would serve you well to acquire an understanding of the process. For this purpose, I shall lend you a blade. Take it to Mutamix and bid him use it to demonstrate his craft to you. Mutamix is ever to be found at his camp in central Thanalan, a place known as the Bonfire. Look for a pillar of smoke and the way will become clear. So this is teaching you about materia. We're still kind of in the tutorial section of Final Fantasy, because we're not even to the level 20 quests yet. Mind you, it's been days since I started this character. me see. Should be / playtime. Yep. So I've played 1 day, 18 hours, 48 minutes already. And I'm still only in the level 20 main story quest. But of course I also have a lot of other characters to higher levels. So the next quest is a level 20 quest. Life Materia and everything is level 19, and then next is a level 20 quest. I decided to look that up to get a feel for where exactly we were. Because again, after that we won't be, nope, this way. We won't be able to use the main story quest. Which is quite annoying, but I mean, that's the challenge. That's why it's a challenge. It's not easy. I wonder when you get your mount. We get it within the next couple of levels, actually, it looks like. I was just looking at I have a list of all the main story quests up. He made some weird noise there. Who is Uplander come to tendering a Munimix bubbly pots? Minfilia's dagger. I forget what class Minfilia is. Flighty Tool drinks in airy self? Goblins are weird. When full of airy self, Flighty Tool changes to Shiny Stone, name of Materia. If material join with other Fighty Tool, these Big Eyes Fighty Tool gain power of airy self. Oh, goblins. Unimix is reckoning that Uplander is offended Minfilia. Yep. Yes. Tongue flaps reach ears of Unimix with fastness. Goblins. Minfilia wants Uplander to see power of Materia. Uplander brings Fighty Tool to Unimix, yes? Here. Fighty Tool is unstrong as Eating Tool. Make good teachy show of power of Materia. I love goblins so much. The Materia Master. Now eyes of Uplander point at Fighty Tool, yes? Materia join with Fighty Tool. Meld. He's melding. Fighty Tool gains power of Materia. Fighty Tool reborn. Here, Uplander, take Fighty Tool to Minfilia. Materia, strictly speaking, is a kind of crystal. It is created by reducing equipment into an etheric constance and then crystallizing them. Not just any old equipment will serve, mind you. It must have sufficient spirit bond, that being a measure of how fully an item has been imbued with its owner's spirit. When you attach a piece of materia to gear, you imbue the host's item with its power. That's how Master Munimix turned that dagger of yours into some as would struggle to cut stake into a weapon worth wielding. Uplander wishes to be joiner of materia? The Uplander best fill brain case with knowings of crafty making. With knowings of crafty making, Uplander can become joiner of materia. If Uplander wants brain case to rattle with knowings of materia, Uplander best trade tongue flaps with learny ones of Mutamix. Oh, the way he speaks is great. Okay, so now we're gonna go back to Minfilia. We can't do this until level 20, I don't think. No. Oh, level 19. Any discipline of the hand, excluding Culinarian. So, what happens here with materia is you can meld materia, from what I understand, as long as you have the ability to craft something at its level. So, for my weaver, I can repair and meld with cloth stuff that is level 70 and up. At level 70 and below. Because she's level 72 in my main character. That's the idea, at least. Walking back again. I'll probably have to do at least one more quest after this. But then I have 2 more classes. We'll just hit the hunting log. Rogue and Marauder. And then we'll have to go back to Lancer and Archer, which are level 10. And then once that's done, we can do crafting. Actually, we might do crafting next. We might do a new crafting class. Actually, I think we'll do gathering next. We'll probably do miner and then botany. So I need the materials for level 20. Level 20 crafting. Or maybe I should do, no, because then I'd have to stop. And once I go down on class, one of the rules is I can't go until I've hit the max level, so. I might change that eventually, that rule. If I need to, like, craft something and it won't grant me a level. But for level 20, it's too close. It's very easy to gain levels. The first, at least 10. Hello. There's a blue quest over here. Nedrick of the Signs of the Seventh Dawn has some useful information he wishes to share. Hail there, adventurer. I'm Nedrick Ironheart, an explorer by trade and scion by allegiance, and you, my friend, look to me, an adventurer in need of a challenge. I happen to know just the place that will offer it to you. Tucked away in the corner of eastern Thanalan lies Haltali, and it is there that you will find all the excitement you crave. The place boasts a storied history. It was built some 100 years past the training ground for gladiators. The calamity laid ruin to it, though, as it did to most things. Now Haltali is a shadow of its former self, but in the dark of that shadow lurk wild beasts, both bloodthirsty and beyond count. For one such as yourself, I dare say there is no place finer than Haltali to test your skill and refine your technique. Indeed, I've taken the liberty of passing your name along to the flames who oversee the place. Should you visit, speak with Fafone. Oh my god, what is up with these names in this quest? Fafojoni? Near the entryway. Is that PvP? That might be the PvP area, I'm not sure. We can go there next. But we need to be on a level 20 character. Entrance to the solar. Oh. Looks like I talked to that backwards. Welcome back, Chrissy. I trust your visit to the bonfire proved fruitful. Okay. Ah, what a remarkable difference a single piece of materia can make. Granted, the skills needed to manipulate the substance are not easily acquired, but one need only look upon the results to realize such efforts are worthwhile. As I'm sure you are aware, the quality of one's equipment can be the difference between victory and defeat. Materia may well give you the edge you need, Chrissy, so make it your ally. Now it is time we discussed the matter of your next mission. Pray speak with me when you're ready to begin. And can we pick up this quest? We can. Minfilia would like you to assist the Immortal Flames. Word has arrived from Thancred concerning our ongoing investigation. It appears he was able to extract some information from our friend Ungus the False Priest. He revealed that he is due to meet the Amaji to discuss their dealings. The Immortal Flames believe that the meeting will present an ideal opportunity to ambush and capture the Amaji responsible for the abductions, and so they mean to have Ungus attend as planned. As the Amaji are anticipated to offer fierce resistance, the Immortal Flames have requested our support. I would have you provide it to them, Chrissy. Thancred is presently attending to another matter, but will join you as soon as he is able. Until such time as he does, you will be the Scion's sole representative on the ground. Before he left, he bade me tell you to save some for him. Such is his confidence in you, a confidence I share. When you have made ready, pray take yourself to Camp Drybone and report to the Flame Sergeant leading the mission. May you walk in the light of the crystal. So that's a level 20 quest. I don't even know if I can hand that in. Yet. Let me... I don't remember, is it Central Fenelon? I think it does say I can turn it in. Let's see if we can. We get XP for handing it in, I think. I want to get as far as I can with this character at level 19. See up top. We can probably do that level 15 quest, leave quest. We're gonna be doing a lot of dungeons with the Marauder and the Rogue, I think, and then the Lancer and the Archer. Because once I hit level 15 and they can do the dungeon roulette, I mean, it gives a lot of XP. But I'm not sure if I hit level 20 in the dungeon, if I would, like, leave. I know that's not gonna happen probably even after level 30 at most. We're going to go do this quest, in case you were wondering where I was running to. Because Lord of Inferno's over there. I'm not sure if I can turn that in yet. I believe this is the Primal Ifrit. I don't know if you can even queue for that until level 22. Alright, we're gonna beckon him to where? This way. Yeah, looks like it. Really should make that a macro. Tanking a lot of them, wow. Jeez. Lagging? What? A little bit. Yes. God, these fire drakes. Alright, well, I took damage from that even though I wasn't in it, so I am definitely lagging. I might actually die from this. die already. Jesus. Wow, that took a lot. Okay. That was a lot of enemies all of a sudden. I do have potions, so I'll use one now. But I am lagging a little bit. It's the Final Fantasy servers because I'm streaming just fine. Alright, there's a flame or a drake here. We're just gonna attack him. Since it looks like they'll spawn in twos and I won't have to take 3 on. That guy died easily. He runs really slow. It's like he's in slow motion. Okay. Looks like only one spawn this time. Oh, I shouldn't have run this way. Yeah, totally took that even though I wasn't in. I know my latency's not good, so I don't know why I ran the long way. I should have stepped back. That. One would think a traveling merchant would have a better sense of direction. Who, you? I think I actually still took that even though I wasn't in it. God, what is up with a certain latency? Usually Final Fantasy, I mean, it doesn't have an amazing server latency for me, but usually it's better than this. Come on, dude, we're almost there. Oh, let's not give him a drink, that would have been bad. Almost there. Yeah, man. There we go. Shall give the caravans your regard. If you ever get there, dude. Right here, so. Dude has no sense of direction. Let's see if we can hand in this quest before we hand in that one. But we might not be able to. That's alright, too. It's actually in one of these buildings. Ah, you're Chrissy of the Scions. My thanks for coming, friend. We're stronger for your assistance. Allow me to brief you on our mission. Our objective is to capture Amaji and prize for them the whereabouts of the abductees. The lizard men aren't aware that their man Ungus has been exposed. When they come to the rendezvous point to meet the traitor, we'll spring the trap. Owing to the clandestine nature of the mission, we can deploy only a small contingent. Every member must count, and so we requested the aid of the Scions. The rendezvous will take place at the Invisible City. Please make your way there and lie in wait. We stand to learn much and more of the Amaji's plot if the mission succeeds. Let's make sure it does. Even though it's a level 20 quest, I can still do it. This will probably hit me. Oh, we can actually do it. It's all the way down there. I just want to see how far we can go up to level 20. Because this says level 20, it says it's a level 20 quest, but I'm still doing the quests, and I can still hand them in, so. So we shall see. Is this a dungeon that we're unlocking right now? Oh, this is the hello. This is this quest, and not this one. It is the halls of Atali you seek, and you'd seek no further. Permit me to tell you something of this place. The name comes from an ancient time. Altali meaning the land of many shadows. It was here that our distant ancestors first settled, and bah, you have not come all this way for a lesson in history. Listen. Do you not hear the howls and growls? Do you not feel how they shake the very earth beneath you? Those sounds are the work of no wind, my friend, nor that rumbling the doing of any shadows. Those are the calls of Altali, for now the beasts once kept from the Colosseum lurk here. And these are no gentle beasts broken by the hand of man, no, they are those within that even the might of the immortal flame cannot tame. From the look of you, you must be Chrissy. Aye, I received word from Nedrick that you might be along. By his recommendation, I grant you leave to enter freely. I only pray you are able to find your way out. Cool. So we just actually got a new dungeon. Altali. Always unlock the dungeons, in my opinion. They're usually blue quests. You'll see in the little circle, they're blue here. Just like unlocking the Lev quest. Anything, to unlock anything, it's blue. The main story quest has little flames around it, and then Lev quests are square. Okay, we're headed up. I could probably kill 1 or 2 enemies and be fine, but again, I would like to see. And what level is the Halls of Atali? 20. So it'll be these 3 dungeons when leveling. So the goal for the rogue is I'm going to do all of the quests and all of the hunting log up until I can no longer, and then I will queue for the dungeon leveling roulette and see what dungeon it gives me. Or Marauder. You know what? I'm probably going to level rogue next. As far as battle classes go. I'll probably be crafting today. I'm not sure which crafter would be the easiest. We have 63 leave allowances in case we need them. We're just gonna run past these guys. Remember when these guys were so awful that we couldn't even do that? Should be right. We have to run past them and then we're back, but... Use our destination. If you are above the maximum allowed level, you are below the recommended level 20 for the quest Lord of Inferno. Proceed? You know what, I don't want to. Actually, let's just kill a couple of these guys here, and then we should port back to Limsa. I want to break up the monotony. Actually, let's port to Ul'dah level mining first. That'll be the goal. See, I'm almost level 20. I just need to kill. Oh, yeah, we need to port back to Ul'dah anyway to get the Thaumaturge quest. I forgot my own rules. I need to, like, write them down. Trunks, you're dead. I have a bottle of water and iced tea today. I have a lot of liquids today. Remember yesterday I ran out, but then I found a water bottle. I haven't broken any rules yet, even for forgetting them. Guildmaster Chokobuki wishes you to learn from the next chapter of Thaumaturgy, the Yawning Abyss. Chrissy, you're safe. I feared you'd fallen victim to the Mage Slayer. Have you not heard of the recent spate of gruesome killings taking place within Ul'dah? We all know who it is. Each case involves at least one dead Thaumaturge, and every corpse is found bloody, battered, and utterly drained of etheric energy. Ill tidings aside, I'm glad to see you alive and glowing with vitality. It is time for you to delve into the final chapter of the Yawning Abyss. Choco Boha, our second youngest sibling, will read to you from the Threat of Perplexity. Okay. Evil Lullifell laughed. Greetings, Chrissy. Are you once more prepared to peruse the pages of power and peril? Then let us begin. Everybody's looking at me. The threat of perplexity, ah, how magnificent the daunting power we wield. Flames peruse, ice transfixes, and lightning dances into the ranks of our enemies. But what terror descends when from all sides those ranks close? Flames are smothered, ice crushed, and lightning grounded. Know you this threat, and wear you the multitudinous foe. Jesus. Is the point of this passage readily apparent? It would be most problematic, for example, should you meet this malefic mage slayer and he or she proves to be multiple murderers. What a Thaumaturge needs is a thick-set thrall or a courageous companion to accompany her in cases where collective cronies are expected. Now, as for your trial. Chocoboha, pray allow me to suggest a practical course for Chrissy's training. Hello. The town is buzzing with the news of yet more slaughtered Thaumaturges. Their mutilated bodies found fouling the waters of Nafik swells. I would have Chrissy aid me in hunting down the culprit while the trail is yet fresh. Chrissy may have tolerated your interruption of her trial the last time, Bussy, but you are hardly the hardy henchman she needs to clear such a hazardous hurdle. Your concerns are understandable, brother. If it would allay your fears, I can introduce Chrissy to a valiant warrior who recently entered my employ. You've secured the service of a stalwart swordsman. Then that would indeed be in line of learning the lesson of the day, perhaps. Come now, Chrissy. Let us be about our business before Choco Boha has a change of heart. I'll be waiting for you in Nafika's walls. We all know how this story will go, yes? Was that Chocobussy? Was it Bussy? Bussy? I don't know. Words. Having trouble reading tonight. Less so than yesterday, though. I had a lot more trouble yesterday. I should have made hot tea before the stream. That would have been nice. Alright, we're headed south. And then we are going to take up mining. So we don't actually have it unlocked yet, and actually this is not going to help us, but we only have Lev quests unlocked. Would have been nice to level 1 crafting class up and then have unlocked Rwana's splendors for those trade-ins for XP, but alas, we do not. It's a challenge for a reason. It's not easy. That's the point. Hello. Ah, Chrissy, so good of you to come. My Rogadan friend here is the warrior I mentioned at the ossuary. Now, there's no time to waste. Why don't you head into the stream and examine the bodies of the slain mages? I would go with you, but with my delicate stomach, I fear I might contaminate the scene. Remember, you're looking for anything that might help us track down this killer. Like the fact that it's you? I'm sorry, guys, if you thought that was a twist. But he did become possessed in the last quest. You guys know. You were here. Hermitage Corpse. We've gathered some evidence of such that I'm not aware. I just clicked, it didn't tell me what evidence I gained. Did you uncover anything incriminating? A bloody scepter, a shredded tome, a bloody bracelet. Hehe, the blood is yet slick to the touch. The slaughter must have been recent indeed. The villain may yet lurk nearby. Return to the creek where the bodies lay and linger for a time. I dare say your aura, saturated as it is with enticing etheric energy, will lure the Mage Slayer into the open. Have courage, Chrissy. Our burly companion stands ready to leap to your aid. He's not gonna come, is he? I'm guessing I'm gonna be all alone. It's a trap. Scream it from the rooftops for the people in the back. It's a trap. It's a trap. I'm only level 20. You can wait until I was like level 80. That's an imp. I'll keep it busy. You just focus on magicking. I don't have enough MP, so I can't focus on magicking. The magicking. Magicking. Ouch. Oh, I was gonna heal myself. Crap, I just wasted a potion. Where did he find this guy? Don't heal me, heal yourself. Idiot. Nope, but he died. I didn't realize it was my job to keep him safe. That's not really in my job description. Instead of healing me, he should have healed himself. Oh, NPCs. Alright, we're gonna to see if he actually tanks it. There we go. He didn't actually keep it busy last time. That was the problem, I think. See, I'm tanking again. This is not... He's like, stay far away, he's got magic, and then he chases me because he's not a good tank. Like, I'm still tanking this guy, and I have to kill these guys to keep that guy alive. This guy is a moron. Take a lot of damage from Blizzard. Heal yourself, Dodo Brain. I wonder if that's an insult, since they eat Dodo. Okay, now can you actually tank this guy, or no? Doesn't look like it. Good, he's safe over there, away from this. You just stand there and heal, alright? Still got hit with it. Done yet? This takes care of that. I'm off to collect my coin. Okay. Well. That was fairly Yeah, I mean, you didn't do your job. If I were your employer, I would not pay you. Your job was to tank that dude. You didn't. I did. I wasn't even doing a lot of damage. I was just fire one. Just nothing. He ran away really quickly. It seems your partnership with our hired blade went splendidly. It's unfortunate, though, that one of the imps was able to flutter away. Oh, did you not notice? You wouldn't wish to report to Boha with your trial but half finished, would you? Of course not, I'm afraid. However, that the Rogadan has already collected his recompense and departed for the nearest alehouse. What to do, what to do? Surely a thaumaturge of your caliber can handle a single imp, yes. If I'm not mistaken, it fled into that little cave over there. Hurry now before it slips away into some hidden nook or cranny. Now this is a trap. There was no imp that got away. I killed them all. It's a low level fate. Plus we're not doing fates, we're doing this quest. Oh, here we go. I know he's lying to me. Just in time. That is not Chocobusi. Well, it is Chocobusi, but the Chocobusi possessed by the void synth that escaped from Murmurin's urn. It was feeding on the etheric energy of all those slain thaumaturges. And you, my dear Manarich Chrissy, were to be next. I have wanted to absorb your delicious power since the moment we met. A pity. This has been such an amusing charade. However, did you see through it? I'm Chocobusi's brother. How could I not? It is time I destroyed you, Mormon, and put a stop to those sinister killings. As the eldest, I must take responsibility for my family's misadventures. A coward like you, destroying me. Your opening strike should have pierced my heart, but instead you aimed for the knife. Fear stays your hand. Fear that slaying me will also slay your sibling. Poor spineless Thaumaturge, I shall, however, leave you with a pleasant thought. It was Chocobusi's fervent wish to amass this power. He craved the arcane strength to stand beside his brothers as an equal. What a shame that we must now stand against you. It pains me to admit, but there is some truth to that creature's words. I surrendered the perfect opportunity to end this. I have betrayed my own teachings. Return to the ossuary and report the completion of your trial. I will remain here for a time and gather my thoughts. So, here in Final Fantasy XIV is where I have an issue with the storytelling. This story, great. I like the way it's told. I like how predictable but unpredictable it is. I do remember experiencing it for the first time, and I enjoyed the story pretty thoroughly. I like the idea of like a brother who just wants to fit in with his family and he can't. It's pretty good. If we had gone to the Conjurer's Guild and told him that there was a void sent, we might be able to stop the possession. Instead, as Thaumaturges, we go and we try and deal with it ourselves, even though it could mean killing him. So instead of taking all options, we just kind of like, well, this is a class thing, so we're gonna do this as our class. Chrissy. Chocobuki has advised me of your adventures. It seems the mage-slaying slayer slithered away, but your stint with the swordman was nevertheless successful. Considering this chapter complete, your time with our Tome of Teachings is at an end. Well, it is... To be absolutely accurate, there is an addendum with additional advice, but Chocobuki considers it extracurricular. Even I dare not delve into those diabolical depths. I do not deign to die, you understand. I have yet to inform my brothers of Chocobusi's misfortune. I have yet to reconcile the maelstrom within my own mind. The most fundamental lessons of thaumaturgy demand I slay the creature where it stood. It was the most opportune moment to strike, minimal risk, and victory all but assured. How many more will suffer from my hesitation and my cowardice? It will likely be some time, however, before a moment resurfaces to kill again. Now that we have uncovered the deception the Void sent, we'll seek a new hunting ground where Chocobusi's face is unknown. And though the respite may be brief, I must devote this time to considering my next course of action. Pray leave me to my musings. Okay. And now on to mining. As that is here. A much less in-depth, interesting story. Hunters Guild. Don't worry, just a man in his underwear. Do I have any crafting pluses to 20? I do. Culinarian. Other recipes, none. Housing recipes. I don't know if this character will get a house. Houses are kind of in short supply. Well-met adventurer, you stand within the Miner Guild, the place where seekers of the realm's mineral wealth gather. With pickaxe and sledgehammer, we miners work rock and earth that they might yield us ore, fossil, precious stones, and more. If you have a mind to join our ranks, you will be pleased to know that we are currently recruiting. Great riches await those with strong backs and keen eyes. A decision you will not regret. You have just taken your first step towards striking it rich. To look at the lands around Ul'dah, one would be forgiven for thinking the region barren of opportunity, but beneath the surface, the scene could not be more different. There lie veins of copper, silver, and gold beyond measure. For as long as he has dwelt in Thanalan, man have availed himself of these vast deposits, giving rise to a thriving mineral trade, which forms the foundation of our nation's prosperity. Of course, the mining trade, as it is today, owes much to an event which took place some century and a half ago, namely the Mad Mithril Rush. Never before had the Sultanate seen such an influx of migrants. Endless throngs came from lands near and far, spurred on by the dream of discovering the Motherlode. Alas, a harsh reality awaited them. You see, the vast majority of these poor souls were miners in name alone, and they possessed neither the proper equipment nor the training to realize their dreams. To make matters worse, the mining concerns, who in those days held absolute power, did not scruple to exploit them. Presented with a glut of unskilled labor, they proceeded to fill every tunnel to bursting, and the atrocious working conditions soon became the norm. Miners were paid a pittance for backbreaking labor and saw naught of the riches they unearthed. Pushed to breaking point, the workers banded together to form the Miners' Guild with the aim of improving conditions while protecting the integrity of the trade. Since then, we have sought to educate folk in correct mining practices, both to prevent accidents and to curb the impact that our trade has upon the environment. I trust you now have a better understanding of what we do. All that is left is to commit your name to our role. When you are ready to do so, pray speak with me again. I shall guide you through the enrollment procedure. So, are you ready to join the Miners' Guild? Lynette wishes you to reaffirm your desire to join the Miners' Guild. Music to my ears, I, the kind made when one's pickaxe strikes gold. You must introduce yourself to Guildmaster Alberta right away. Her approval is required if you are to be formally admitted to our ranks. In case you're unaware, Alberta is perhaps the most accomplished of those miners who still swing a pickaxe. Her understanding of our trade is unsurpassed, and her flair for prospecting uncanny. Her brain, in short, is a veritable gold mine of knowledge. Such is uncommon, the mining of gold. Ha ha! Jesting apart, you stand to learn a great deal from her. When you are ready, pray present yourself to Alberta. You will find her down the steps yonder over by the bar. There's a freaking bar in here. I just want everybody to know all the other guilds have places where they work and stuff like that. The mining guild is literally a bar. It's just a tavern. Well met, adventurer. Alberta is my name, and I'm the master of this guild. I take it you wish to become a miner. Well, our doors are open to all who aren't afraid to work hard and get dirty. Thanks to recent advances in refining techniques, it's now possible to smelt even low-purity ore. I mention this because it's allowed us to reopen a number of mines which were long thought exhausted, prompting trade to flourish. Truth be told, with business as it is at the moment, we can't take on enough new miners, and few folks make better miners than adventurers, you being a hardy lad. What's more, you're well-traveled, which serves to expand the guild's sphere of activity. Oh, but I'm not suggesting you join solely for our benefit. For your part, you'll acquire a skill that will prove to your profit a mutual beneficial agreement. I trust you agree, so what say you? You will join us, yes. Yep. Then I bid you welcome to the Miners' Guild. May your toils never go unrewarded. Now then, here's a pickaxe that you started. It's not the newest, but it should serve a novice well enough. Go and take it up, see how it feels in your hands. Speak to me again. Sorry about that. My cat got out. Not out of the house, but just out of bed. She meowed. It was adorable. Where were we? Oh, yes. Equipping, pickaxe. Which is here. That we should first equip this. Goodness. Okay. So inventory reassignment. And we continue. Alberta wants to assign to you your first task. You look good with a pickaxe. Now that you're suitably equipped, your training can commence. Miner learns her craft best in the wilderness, with pickaxe in hand. To begin, let's see how you fare with good old copper ore. Bring me, say, 10 chunks. There are deposits of the stuff throughout Thanalan. I doubt you'll have to go very far outside the city. Seek out some promising locations outside the Gate of Sultana and the Gate of Nald and swing away. The motion may feel awkward at first, but in time it'll become second nature. Okay. This is just explaining how to prospect and such. What? I don't know why every single time I learn a new class, freaking, a lot of other stuff comes up. No idea. We're gonna go to the Gate of Nald. So let's eat. Itadakimasu. There we go. Very good. Copper ore. We're gonna be out here for a while, so you guys get comfortable. No more reading any of the quests anymore because we'll be out here for a while. We have to bring her 10. Not sure. These are giving me 29 XP each, around 30. Of course, as you gain, it's what's called a chain. Trade acquired auto prospect. What's that? I don't know what that is, auto prospect. So those give us 38. Let's see what these give us. Oh, they give us more actually. Usually the shards give us less, but at this level, doesn't seem to be the case. We're gonna try and gather a bunch of shards because we'll need them for crafting. And if you see when I'm hovering over the specific things, it's telling me how many I have in my bags. So that's super helpful to have. Specifically up here you see quantity, 0, 0 high quality, and 0 in storage. This is 10 in my bag, 0 high quantity, and 0 in storage. This is 1,206 and 5, so we're going to need a lot more of these. And they give about as much as the copper ore at this level, so minding your own business. Lay of the land. That's the miner's arbor call. Tells you where the nearest deposit is. That's helpful even at higher levels. And it doesn't use any GP, so it's, of course, very good. Very useful. We have a lot of wind shards, probably because we leveled up in Gridania. We're going to be streaming for about 2 hours today, so I have about half an hour left. I'm sure this will take up the entire time, as we have to get it to level 20, and, you know, it's nothing to sneeze at. But we aren't going to be gathering shards the entire time, probably just until level 5 or 6. I want to have enough quality so we don't run out when we're crafting. As you can see here, this is the percentage chance that we will obtain one. Below it is the percent of chance that we will obtain a high quality. You can't have high qualities of the shards. They're all the same quality. But mining is definitely a very lucrative business. All of the gathering classes are. But you have to gather for literally hours to make an ego. And then not use them in crafting yourself. Usually I use them in crafting myself and I sell the bolts. My botany is higher than my mining. They're both at level 70, but my botany is at level 80 and my mining is at level 70. I don't have my blacksmithing and my armor and my main leveled up. They're only level 40. Which is pretty low. Level 50 is where you get Verana's House of Splendors, which gives you extra help in leveling. And then, of course, there are the beast tribes. We are going to be unlocking all of the beast tribes and such as they come up. I'm going to try and unlock everything so this account is complete. I have missed some beast tribes on my main account. So we're going to try and do the blue quests before we go too far in the main story. I remember when I got into Heavensward, I was so excited because the story was so good at the beginning of Heavensward. I didn't want to do anything but main story. So I didn't unlock any of the original level 50 beast tribes. Which I want to unlock them all and make guides for all of those. Level 5. We're gonna head to like level 6 or so. Maybe around, maybe level 9 would be good. The copper ore, I'm not gaining any more of that because I believe you can get that from the vendors. Remember, the first 15 levels around, they give you the items that you need for crafting. So, we won't be doing it the same way. Before we level the crafting classes at higher levels, beyond level 20, we will be doing the gathering first. So that we can gain all the materials that we'll need. We might actually not use any leave quests to level them, as we will need them for crafting. It's going to be a bit slower, by a bit I mean a lot, but we'll be able to gain all the stuff we need for crafting. And I'm going to be using some of the power leveling method. So I will calculate exactly how much I need for each Lev quest, calculating the highest XP Lev quest. It's going to be a lot of work, but we'll get there. This is just the beginning. That's one of the things I really like about Final Fantasy is everything is dependent on everything else. So if you're leveling them all up at the same time, you have a chance to gather the materials you need. But your gathering classes will go higher faster. I'm just hoping I can gain all of the materials I'll need before I reach that level 10, that 10th level. Because if not, I'll have to buy them from the market board, which means it will be pretty expensive. Now I can share some gil probably from my main. I don't really want to do it too often, but if I really need it, or an item. As you can see, the XP scales with us. Let's see if there is... We're gonna take that bandana off. I'd rather have more XP. Once we reach level 25, the bandana is useless, or the headpiece that we're using, the little clip, is useless anyway. Because it only goes up to level 25. And the challenge log will also help us. See, we just gained the Gathering Storm to give us XP. And some money, which is helpful. We actually don't have the best gear, and we still have 0% at high quality. As you can see, we actually saw some bigger nodes up here, so we're gonna head to those. They should be level 10 nodes, which you unlock when you hit the level right below it. So you can see them up here. I think this one's closer. Level 10 mineral node. This is zinc, tin, lightning shards. It's a Peemers. I think we're gonna get tin probably in the next one. It'll be nice to have some I should probably look up what the quest is. And the first time you gather something, it gives you extra XP. Looking up what the... Okay, copper ore, bone chips. Bone chips are next. At level 5, and then obsidian at level 10. So if we look in here, we can look. Bone chips are in this Violence Basin, which is actually back there, so we're just gonna go. Instead of right here, though, we'll go over here. We're gonna pick these up. I'd like to be able to just go in and hand in all the quests. That'd be great. Thanks. I'm not sure where obsidian is. By the way, the B button is the one you'll need. Hammerly. That's all the way over in Western Thailand. There they are. They're level 5, but they're also, over here, so they should have bone chips. Yep, there they are. I didn't see how much it was. How many? Bone chips, item level 5. It doesn't tell me how many. $50 for the quest. Actually gives me a suggested stockpile, which is interesting. How many lightning shards do I have? 99? We'll make it around 100. I actually have a high quality one. Is that up there? We can go all the way around. I wonder what the suggested stockpiles are. Are those for crafting? I wonder for leveling up crafting. I'm on Final Fantasy 14 guild. And it says we'll need 99 obsidian. It's quite a bit. We're gonna ignore the high quality ones when we get them, because it'll be rare when we get them. We'll use them in crafting. I wonder why it suggests 70 when you need 50. No, not crafting, this is gathering. Says if grinding you should farm for copper ore, but I disagree. Only slightly. As like I said, you won't need the copper ore for leveling crafting, I don't think. Pretty sure. How many do we have? 33. Still not there yet. We might actually go, once we hit around the level for obsidian, to obsidian. I'm gonna switch that around. I'm positioning the things the same way I have on my main. That way, the keybinds, I know where they are. Shouldn't have to kerfuffle with them. I need freaking one more. I don't know why it says 70 for how many we should get. Just says stockpile, but maybe I should get 70. What the heck, I'm here. It's only 20 more, it doesn't matter. When someone says to stockpile, you stockpile. I don't know who you are or why you're suggesting I stockpile, but darn it, I will. Bone chips are worth only like 1 gil, so they're not worth really anything. We're certainly gaining the levels fairly quickly. That's pretty good. Glad we're using food and the headpiece. I'm not sure when the shards start to become not good XP. I know at my level, gathering them at level 70 on minor, it literally doesn't give you any XP, so it's not worth it. These are giving me about 250. Yeah, see? I guess level 9 is when they start to not be as good. Definitely worth it to farm the 100 I did originally. We'll just get some more bone chips. Actually, I should probably go farm the obsidian. It says you need to be level 10, but that's usually, I don't think, an issue. This way I can hand in 3 quests at once. Let's see what this guide says. I'll put the guide in the chat if you guys are interested. I don't know if it shows up on the VOD. There we go. Mining quest 99 obsidian. Okay. So Hammerly is down. We're not quite level 10 yet, but we should be able to gather them as you can see, it's unlocked. So 6 to 10. So oh, just freaking ran right into that guy. Yeah, gatherers can't take pretty much any damage, so try to avoid that. That's why they give you stealth, but you move a lot slower in stealth. Usually, being at a mount can help with this, but we don't have a mount yet. Should be this way. If I remember correctly, it's not down, like in this ravine here, it's like over here. It's just on this side of the encampment. There they are. These are the level 5 ones. Level 10 ones should be further down, I think. Yeah, because there's copper here. Pick up a little bit more copper just in case. Oh, we should check. And I should be okay with that amount of shards. I didn't have any lightning, so I picked those up. 100 is pretty low. And it said to stockpile 20 of these. I'm not sure why, but we might need them for alchemy, I believe. And once you gather something that you've never gathered before, it gives you a bonus. Typing to my FC. It says together 99 copper ore. That seems like a lot. Though if we do have any extra from leveling, we can sell it on the market board. We're not getting as much here as we were over with the bone chips. We'll hit this up and then we'll try to go this way. Yeah, see, we can get to that level 10. Arbor Call is very useful. And over here is where we're going to need to use our stealth. It's 108 yums away, though. That's really far. Oh, maybe not. Maybe we don't need to use our stealth here. Alrighty. So we're gonna pick the unknown first. We're gonna use our gathering rate up. Ah. 40%, not so much. Not a lot. This is part of the obsidian. There we go. See, when you have yet to discover it, it gives you a big boost. So it gave me 832 just from learning what that was. I usually, when I first get to a node that I've never seen anything, that's usually the first thing I do is I learn everything. It may fill up your bags pretty quickly, but it's definitely worth it. These are almost 300. I'm going to be using a lot of GP. These two are gathering rate ups. So. And when you're on a chain of gathering a lot of the same thing, it ups your XP gain. Gonna keep checking our gear from time to time. Because we did gain a lot from the fishing. This is 100 GP, so eventually you'll get a lot more abilities, but for now. Precious time obtaining nothing. I should have used my ability, but I wanted to kind of... Normally I'd use a high cordial, but we don't have those yet, so... High cordials are potions that give you GP. Oh, level 10. Lightning rocks in the hot sun. Now we're gaining 350, which is pretty good. And it's actually gone up in viability. We're going through this a lot quicker than I thought. So the suggested stockpiles: 20 zinc ore, 20 tin ore, 20 solid femurs, 20 raw sunstones, and 119 obsidian. Alright, let's actually do that. Even though we need 99 obsidian for the quest. We have 19. Let's get a good amount of everything just in case. Nick suggests 20, so that's fine. We'll probably need more, but at least we won't have to buy a lot from the... We'll be buying less when we level. And we don't have sunstone here. I'm not quite sure. Raw sunstone, cedarwood. That's all the way in Lower Lenoska. We probably are not going to go there to get that. Though we might need it for goldsmithing, but I don't know if we actually, like, if it's not on the vendor at this low level. At higher levels, yeah, we should probably stockpile, but everything. We'll probably go and get everything. Next is zinc, as it's close to obsidian in percentage. I was gaining tin first because we had a lower chance of losing. Need one more tin. And like I said, you see zinc recorded, and we gained an extra 300. Always good to pick up new. Learn them all. That being said, 20 is paltry. Just the other day, I farmed for an hour with Twin Coons, which are level 70 botany for weaving. And I farmed almost 200. I spent them in less than 10 minutes. So, I used them all for crafting. So really, 99 and such, not a very high number as far as crafting goes. There's also abilities that you can use to gain extra, which are helpful. Gonna rate it up a little bit because we lost a whole bunch. Gain that extra XP. 289 extra, to be specific. Again, this is all just gathering. It's not very exciting It is necessary. Stone Whisperer, whatever that means. And you'll see as we gain levels, we also gain gathering, because our stats go up. It's not just gear. We have base stats as well. Let's see. Gathering and perception. Gathering is the rate, obviously, that you'll gather, and then there's perception, which is high quality. How easily you'll gain high quality stuff. God, I am not winning. I know that I get more gear in fishing, which is gathering and perception as well. "75% chance and losing every single swing is pretty unlucky." That's me. Hi, I'm pretty unlucky. It's nice to meet everybody. Something in my eye. Jesus, what is it that have flown into my eye? I got it out. I think. Allow me. Use an eye drop. Make final say. I think. Yeah, seems like it. Eye drops are really good for getting things out of eyes. Something like a eyelash, I get eyelashes in my eye a lot. If they fall into your eye, just drop an eye drop in there, no matter how painful it is, and it'll float right out. Weird things that girls know that nobody else knows. Girls are the only people who know about that trick. Literal girls, I'm not talking about, like, you know. Girls are super strange. Let's talk for a minute about how weird people are. Where were we? Oh yeah, Obsidian. I was like, what am I gathering again? I don't know. I was thinking about how weird people are. You know who knows that trick? Moms. Moms who get food thrown in their face by toddlers. I learned that trick from my mom. Not while I was throwing food in her face, though. I used to hate, fun fact, I used to hate putting eye drops in my eyes. But now, since my eyes are so dry, it's like no big now. We need freaking 99 of these obsidians. Oh god, a fate. So this fate's here, and these guys are gonna spawn on top of us, and we're gonna need to stealth. Because we're gonna be here for a while, so... Because we only have 30 obsidian. And as you can see, you move a lot slower and stuff. If this fate weren't here, I wouldn't even bother, because there were nothing else here, but these guys will attack me. Hiccup. Who cursed me with hiccups? Oh. Oh my god, something is still in my eye. I thought for sure it was gone. But no, it's not. Usually it's debilitating, but I can actually play stuff. There it is. I probably don't need the stealth all the way back here. Maybe I do, they're pretty close. If you get attacked, I'm gonna have to run all the way back from Gordania, which is gonna suck, so we're not going to do that. Yeah, how close they are. They are level 4, so lower level than me, they shouldn't be as adamant to detect me. How many do we have so far? 38. Not having the stealth would make this go by a lot quicker. We've only got 12 minutes left until the fate goes away. Or we could have a level 4 dude come over here and do this. 72% and failing all over the place. Let's take a look at our challenge log really quick. This is the high quality gathering. And of course there's 2 for fishing. We haven't unlocked any of these yet. And Eureka is level 60 to 70? No, I think it's just 70. Yeah. So we just got preparation, reveals the conditions for obtaining high quality items while gathering. I don't use that really ever. Because especially at this level, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter too much. It'll tell you how much preparation you need. Perception, particularly this one here, and we have 0, so it doesn't matter if it's 2, we don't have enough. Unless you're trying to gain high quality items, and really you could just Google it. Especially while you're right near the market board, not when you're out gathering already. And as you can see, sprinting really doesn't increase your movement speed too much when you're stealthed. I think once we hit 99 of these, we'll head back and hand in all those quests. So we have the level 5 quest, the level 10 quest, and then the level 15 quest if we get high enough level. I don't know if we'll hit level 15 while we're out here, but we'll be really close to level 20, which is the goal, so I'm surprised. And that's when I'll end the stream. I'll hand in the quests and end the stream. There's a way later down the line that we'll be gaining more XP when gathering. And specifically that is, the Grand Company will give you gathering up XP. There are scrolls and you get them from the quests as well. They're really helpful to have. Really don't want to go into stealth too much. It slows me down too much. Trying to stay out of their way so far that they won't come after me. %, I'm still obtaining something. Wow. That's some bad luck. 66. If I can't gather anything at 88, what's the chances I can gain at 73? I'm doing this kind of rotation now. And I'm hoping that'll help me avoid the mobs. If this doesn't get us to level 15, after we've gained the subsequent amount, suggested, I believe, which is 119. Something in there. Because honestly, I think we should, at this level, Obsidian, although it's level 10, we might need it for level 20 questing, or crafting, so. I'm gonna try and gain a little bit extra. Because although I'm pretty sure copper is provided, I don't think obsidian is. I think tin and zinc is, though. This guy's getting closer and closer to this rock. I didn't have to stealth last time, he was far enough away. Minutes, and we'll probably definitely be here for another 5 minutes. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. I think if we were to hit level 14, yeah, level 14, we'd probably gain through levels. But anything lower that, I'm not sure, even though we are handing in 2 quests. These quests only give me 150, which is not a lot. The gathering music definitely gets better as the levels go on. This stuff's you know, low level gathering music. I'm in the mood for a snack break. Not where I want to be yet. We will get clothes from doing this. Well, we have enough for the quest. I want to gain a little bit more for crafting. And it said we should gain 20 sunstone. I'm not sure if we should port all the way to Limsa to get that. Maybe we should. How many does it say for obsidian stockpile? 119. We'll do 120. One more is not gonna... Getting one more is probably a good thing. But then after that, I think we'll probably head to get some other items that we might need for crafting. I don't want to fall short. I don't think we've ever used potter's clay for anything. But if we're going to tree speak anyway for any other items, we might as well. So yeah, I think we're gonna aim for level 15 so we can hit all three of these quests. The level 5, 10, and 15. Couple more and then we'll move on. Is there anything in level 5 we need? No, we got everything from here. We didn't gain the XP from these, but that's alright. We'll probably need shards eventually as well. Okay, 120. So, let's get some raw sandstone. Cedarwood. It's gonna be a long walk, but we're gonna use a ticket. We have 50 of them, so using one or two of them is not a big deal. I'm gonna try to be using them in like swaths of 1 or 2, nothing more. I don't know if I'll show you guys a gathering leaf quest yet. Not sure if they unlock at 10 or 15. Let me just check really quick. I'm not gonna do one, but no. I think you have to pick them up in the city. I don't think I've ever gotten a gathering leaf quest not from the city. This is gonna suck if we get caught by any of these guys. Pretty high level. Well, for me, level 13. They're not actually really high level, but I'm only level 13. So. I'm gonna go all the way up to the top, Moramu Bay. running. Should probably arbor car on here. Level 10 mineral deposit, but it's 400 and how much did it say? 68? Really far away. Probably sprint now. I wasn't sure which way to go, except this way. I didn't do this when I leveled up my gathering. I didn't do any of the quests or really focused on one thing to gather. Or try to gather everything. That is not what I did. My food buff ran out. Hope that wasn't too long ago. But we shall eat more food. Delicious, delicious food. I thought it was right here, but it's up here. How many did it say to get? 20, yeah? It's not going to take us very long, and that's really the only thing here. Have we gathered these before? I don't think so. We'll gather one so we can get the record in the gathering log. Again, it didn't give us a lot. As you can see, the shards really don't help you. But you need a lot of them, which blows my mind. You need, like, for example, you need one of each of these to craft one thing. And as you level up, it gets more and more shard intensive with different types of shards even. Okay. Still need more. Once we hit level, once we hit 20 of them, I think we'll get the lapis lazuli. Because I'm not sure if we're going to need that for goldsmithing, and it doesn't say, but I would like to get it. It's level 7, so we'll gather a full node of them. Yep. Why walk all the way over there where we could just get the one right here? Minding your own business. Okay, tree speak. Oh, okay, we don't have that. We have to head back to Gridania. And tree speak is Northshroud, so that's the gate we will teleport to. Yellow Serpent Gate. Can't believe I'm not attuned to the one in tree speak. What level are these? Level 10. Oh, unknown. Potter's clay. I don't know what potter's clay is even for. I don't think I've ever seen it, used it, needed it. We'll gather it anyway. Why not, right? We gotta use it to level, and it's giving us the same amount of XP as everything else, so Why not have some? If not, we can sell it. Do I have a gathering forest shard? I think I do. Yeah, I like to make sure everything's reported. You can see it in the little check marks. Because it gives you double XP for that one first hit. Gather 20 of everything that is available just in case. This is a nice small area with no enemies to gather. It's actually a good thing because I get achievements. Minding your own business. Certain amount gathered in each area. Once I get 20 of these, I'll head to Ul'dah. Then we'll hand in the quests. And then I'll end the stream. Streamed about half an hour later than I wanted, but it was only because I was getting hungry. I'm not sure if that it will be enough to reach level 15, the 2 quests, but we do have a whole new area, specifically iron. Which, let me look on my cheat sheet. So it recommends only gaining 20 iron, 20 copper sand, rock salt, and ragstone, 30 cinnabar, 10 for the quest, and 99 iron ore. Iron and iron ore, are those different? This is iron ore. I don't know. Actually, I'm a little worried that we're not gonna make that, so we're gonna head there. 400, so we're gonna use a ticket. And we need cinnabar for the next quest. I don't think I can actually do these nodes. They don't have a hammer yet. This is, after all, for the level 20 quest. Let's see. Yep. Alright, we're gonna head back to Ul'dah. Because I need a hammer. We'll see if, we'll stretch. See if we even get the hammer. I'm not sure what level we get that at. And once we hit level 20 and everything, we should actually start to move a lot quicker. 10 chunks of copper ore I want. The metal is common enough in Thanalan. You shouldn't have trouble finding suitable deposits just outside the gate of the Sultana and the gate of Null. There you go. I have 20 of them, so I have 10 extra. Let's see, 10 chunks just as ordered, well done. Tell me, is being a miner aught like you imagined? Harder than expected, is it? Heh, all new recruits say as much. It takes a combination of knowledge, experience, and instinct to know where to dig, yet it's ultimately backbreaking labor that yields you your prize. Make no mistake, Chrissy, mining is grueling work, and you'll be dog-tired most of your waking hours, but tell me, did you not feel invigorated each time your pickaxe struck home? Did you not experience a thrill of triumph when the earth finally yielded up your prize? This is what we miners live for. You may be ripe to collapse, your face caked in weak old dirt, but the promise of discovery drives you on. And the instant you find that which you have long sought, in that sparkling instant, you feel like a god among men. You've made a fine start, and I would see you maintain your efforts. Practice swinging your pickaxe till your arms have learned the motion, then return here. I'll have another little task for you. Next miner quest is available upon reaching level 5. We are level 14, it should be alright. And we already have one of those. But now we have another one. Alrighty. Alberta wants to teach you the importance of knowing the land. Hello there, Chrissy. 'Tis good to see you again. Judging by the blisters on your hands, it's plain you've been hard at it with your pickaxe. Good. You're ready for the next stage of your training. Eorzea is a vast realm filled with diverse environments, and her mineral wealth varies from region to region. Even within Thanalan, there's a marked difference between east and west. If you want to be a successful miner, it's essential that you know where to look for what. And for that, you have to become intimate with Eorzea. How else can you expect her to reveal her innermost secrets to you? Getting to know her every square mile is no small undertaking, of course, but the alms soon add up, as I'm sure you'll find with my next task. I'd like you to seek out 50, that's 50 bone chips for me. Just so you don't go about it completely blind, here's a hint. You'll find these just beyond the gate of Nald. Off you go now, and happy digging. Here you go, I have them. Remember, that's 50 bone chips I want you to bring. Good luck. Here, I have 70 of them. Ah yes, precisely 50 bone chips. You've done well. No doubt you had trouble tracking these down at first, but each chip you found added to your understanding. For your efforts, you've come to know where best to search for bone chips, and so it goes for everything else we mine. Now, in addition to learning where to find the materials, you should also make a point of knowing who needs them. For instance, armorers and blacksmiths are our best customers when it comes to ores, while goldsmiths would struggle to ply their trade if we didn't supply them with gold and gemstones. Oh, and I mustn't forget the alchemist. Those fellows can never have too much rock salt and cinnabar. We often rub shoulders with them. In short, know whence it comes and whither it goes. To be sure, you still have much and more to learn, and there's no substitute for hard work. Oh, don't look so glum. Just be thankful you don't have to bleeding memorize all that information. You have a gathering log for such stuff. Make good use of it, and you can't go wrong. That's all for now. Keep up your efforts and visit me again when you've spent more time in the wilds with pickaxe in hand. I'll have another task for you when you've perfected your swing. For every 5th level you reach as a miner, you will gain the ability to detect higher level mineral deposits. When this occurs, any new items that are available through gathering will be added to your gathering log. You can use Lay of the Land miner action to help you locate the nearest mineral deposits within your skill range. I can't look at my clothes. Let's go with those. They have the best gathering points. Let's quickly equip those. Where the heck am I? Right there, I was right on them. we have the stuff for this as well, which will give us the hammer we need. Alberta needs you to undertake a task in the name of the Miners Guild. Ah, there she is, the rising star of the Miners Guild. Oh, don't be like that. I'm only teasing, which is not to say that it isn't true. The fact is, you've been working tirelessly and you've improved more quickly than I could have hoped. Indeed, I think you're ready to handle a task in the name of the guild. As you probably know, we receive orders from various parties, but most come from Amaji and Sons Mineral Concern. The concern actually owns this hall, but they've kindly given us the loan on it. In return, they get first pick of guild talent to work their mines. On occasion, they send requests for us to procure less widely used minerals, commodities gathered in quantities too small to warrant anything beyond an ad hoc arrangement. One such request happens to have arrived just now, and I want you to take care of it. This time, the concern needs 99 pieces of obsidian, and I'd like you to procure them. You'll have the best luck searching around the hammers in Western Thetalan. Go do that. Remember, it's 99 pieces of obsidian we need. You'll have the best luck searching around the hammers in Western Thetalan. Here, take them. Got them already. This is how crafting or gathering should be. Oh, this is some fine obsidian. The concern will be well pleased. In case you're wondering, the spoils of your labor are bound for the Colosseum. I'm told there's to be an exhibition featuring ancient arms. One of these is the Makuhaltal? A wooden sword with shards of obsidian embedded in its edge. Before man learned to work metal, he used various kinds of stone to craft blazes for his weapons. Obsidian are among the most coveted thanks to the razor-sharp edge you can achieve. These days, of course, blades are commonly forged of steel, and obsidian has fallen out of favor. But there's still folk out there willing to pay good coin for it, nevertheless. As an ambitious young miner, you'll do well to pay attention to such customers. Make the effort to stay abreast of demand, and your efforts will be more richly rewarded. You continue to impress with your progress. It's past time you learned how to use a sledgehammer. Mining's delicate work. Here's a sledgehammer. It's a secondary tool we use in conjunction with a pickaxe. Thus equipped, you'll be able to break outcrops of bedrock and get to the precious minerals within. Well, what are you waiting for? Go and find a rocky outcrop and give that sledgehammer of yours a swing. I already have a hat, don't I? Yeah. I think I already have shoes, but... No, maybe I don't have shoes. Yeah, I don't have shoes on my Lalafell shoes. Okay, new shoes. Fantastic. Alrighty, guys, that's it for me today for reading. I am gonna head to Horizon's Edge again. But I'm gonna do this off stream because I would like to eat some food. So I'll see you guys, what's tomorrow? Wednesday? I won't see you tomorrow. Tomorrow and Thursday I won't see you. And then Friday night I will, I believe. So I'll talk to you guys then. Thanks so much for watching. I know a couple people were in and out. Thanks for much watching. I'll see you guys later.